Today's empowerment card is the action card, to take action. So the card says, stop hesitating. Movement creates the magic. Nothing can hold you back. And I think this is funny that this is like for a Friday, of all days. It didn't really come out on a Monday or a Sunday, because you can start and you can take action on any day. You can make movement and take movement and take steps towards your goals on any day. It doesn't have to be the first day of the week, and it can also be literally the day that you're seeing this. It doesn't have to be the exact Friday that I'm posting this, which I think is really funny. And we can choose any moment to start over if we're unhappy with something in our lives, or if we want to start a new project. We can literally choose this second to start doing that. I actually, as I was, I do this and I think of all the ideas and all the the messages that I kind of want to share with this card, and then I was also going through actually taking this card seriously and taking the action into my own life. And I was just doing a lot of scheduling and a lot of posting for the rest of the month, as I was more sitting with this message. So it also doesn't have to be a grand step that you need to take. It doesn't have to be a lot of action. It could be literally writing down your to-do list, making notes. I have in here my posting schedule, all the things I want to post on Pinterest, all the different products that I want to post. Down here, that's what I was doing until the rest of the month for the next few weeks. So I feel really accomplished in that. It only took me maybe 20 minutes, half an hour to do. And I feel a lot better. I feel like I have a clearer mind about the things that I want to post. So with that, like I was saying, it doesn't have to be a big step that you need to take. You can make smaller steps. You can take baby steps, because even those small movements are going to add up over time, because at least you are taking a movement, just in general, at least you are taking a step towards your goals, towards seeing that end goal. Because my end goal is to schedule all my Pinterest posts for the rest of the month. I try to do that at the beginning of each month. And these past few weeks have been, I've just been posting them for the next couple days, but I'm trying to get more into that rhythm. So that is my end goal, is to get more into the rhythm of having my Pinterest posts scheduled for, and ready for the month ahead. So that is my goal. Your goal is going to be different. Could be, unless you're a Pinterest pinner. I love Pinterest. And you could be taking, just a small step, something that is going to lead you somewhere else. Because when I'm posting on Pinterest, I am trying to, grow my jewelry brand. I'm trying to attract more customers. And I've seen the analytics onto my website of people from all over the world, all over different places. So it's been working out. And, I get the sales with that too. So that is, all of my actions are adding up, and they are, bringing people to my page, exposing my brand to other people. So all of the action that I'm taking, all of that is paying off. So like I said, they can be really small movements. They can be over the course of months, which is how long I've been doing this too, but they're going to add up eventually. And the more that you hesitate, which is what this first line says, it says to stop hesitating, because the more that you hesitate and the more that you overthink your steps, the more you keep yourself away from the life of your dreams. If you keep trying to justify something, if you keep trying to wait for the perfect moment, like I said, it's just a Friday that I'm posting this. It is not the first day of the week. It's not the first day of the month, because you can start at any time. You don't need to wait for the right moment, because the right moment doesn't exist. The best moment that you have is this moment with you right now. And sometimes we can allow the fear of starting build so much that we neglect to even take that first step. So take that action even when you're scared. Take the action when you first have that idea, even if it is writing down your steps in order to reach that end goal. Do something. Take some sort of movement, because like it says on the second line of this, movement creates the magic. When you are taking movement, that is when you're going to see the magic. That is when you're going to see all of your efforts add up and add up and add up over time. And before you know it, you are going to be in that reality that you've envisioned for yourself months and years back. And I also have written here in my notes that there's only one first time for everything. And every day after that gets easier and easier as you build more trust in yourself. I've said this in other videos, there's only one first day of school, because after that, everything just gets easier, and, you get more accustomed to your routine, you make more friends, you're getting closer with your teachers, and you're understanding, the curriculum more and more. that it just feels like you're in school and that you've just been there for so long. It doesn't really feel like there was a first day because you're just so comfortable with where you are. Not all the time. I mean, most of the time. But like school is just one example. School can be hard for different people, for different reasons for people. I know it was for me, but that was just one example. It could be like a work situation. It could be like another environment that you're in, a group that you've just started. So whatever it is, just make sure you are taking, that first step, even if you are fearful. I feel like that is normal. And I think I said this the other day, that it's understandable to be afraid to do something for the very first time. Because, yeah, I can totally relate to that. And also, like, with the advice that I'm giving, like, that is in a place that I have been. So I'm, like, not trying to tell you guys what to do in any way, but just, like, giving that confirmation and that understanding that I've also been there too. And I'm speaking from, like, a place of love. So keep taking action, no matter how you feel, because that action is going to lead up over time and you will get more comfortable with the steps that you're taking. And also, as you're taking those steps, the path will get clearer and clearer as you go. And it's not really the other way around. So you're not really going to know the rest of the steps. We can't expect clarity from the first step and to see the rest of the way from that first step. But the more that we go, the path becomes clearer and the way becomes clearer. Sometimes we might even want to pause to go back like a few steps and to go in a different direction. That is completely fine. That is okay. I mean, like, all of our journeys are different, and it takes sometimes going through a journey and going through something to understand that isn't for you, and that is okay. So yeah, but you will never know the steps to take unless you actually take action. You won't know where to go unless you take that first step. So that first step is vital. The way is just going to show itself and become clearer and be, you're going to understand it better as you keep going. So just keep going, because the only person that can hold you back is you, if you allow yourself to. It says on the bottom of this card, nothing can hold you back. Not even the words that other people are saying to you. If people are speaking down on you, if they're trying to get you to go in the wrong direction, that you feel is wrong for you, but they want you to do it because it's more convenient for them. They won't hold you back unless they unless you allow them to. So don't allow them to. Nothing can hold you back unless you give it that power. And, same goes for every situation and every decision that you make in your life. You hold the key to, all of that power is within you. You can decide at any time. Again, you can decide any day to take a certain step and to go whichever direction you want to go. The only person holding you back and the only thing holding you back is yourself. Nothing else, not the words of other people. And also, like, we shouldn't give people that much power in our lives. Like, sometimes, like, I've definitely been there too. I've been like, oh, like, this person said I wasn't gonna, like, be good at this thing, so I never tried. And I was giving that person that power. I was giving away my power because I was so afraid that they would be right. And I was also afraid of, like, being wrong and, like, thinking that I was so great at something and then I wasn't actually great at that thing. But the only time that we can actually get great at something is by putting effort into it. So if you are consistently trying and you are consistently taking those steps, you can't be bad at that thing. Like, if you are, like, trying and taking the lessons that you've learned, and pivoting, because sometimes, I was thinking about this the other day, that sometimes we can keep going and keep trying something, not learning anything from it, but also say that we've been doing it for so long. Like, I don't even know where the context was, but yeah, sometimes I also don't know if that makes sense, because I don't know how to explain it because it was, like, so in that moment. But yeah, as long as you are, like, when you're taking those steps and when you are, feeling like something just isn't working out for you, you are also taking that lesson and you are learning from it in order to do something differently in the future that actually does align with you. But if you are keeping in that situation, you are still taking those steps, even though you're not really taking anything from the lessons, you're not really going to improve. Like, I hope that makes sense. But either way, continue to take those steps, continue to learn and to figure out what feels best for you, and just to strive forward, to keep going with passion, like this horse on the card. And also I got like in the card from yesterday, it was the energy card, and it was like these orangey red tones in it. And, you know, this horse looks super fierce and super bold too. So, you know, go forward with confidence. Even if you have a little bit of confidence, build that over time by building trust in yourself and by taking those steps. And also be bold. If somebody tells you can't do something, if somebody tells you you can't do something, screw them. Well, who cares? Because they don't know you. They probably don't know you very deeply or know you as well as you know yourself. So just continue to listen to yourself and disregard what other people are saying to you if it's not what you want to do. If it is something that you agree with, sure, like go ahead and try it. But as long as it makes sense to you and as long as that is something that you genuinely want to do, go ahead and do it. So take the action, stop hesitating, and keep moving, keep going. So that's today's message. Whenever you are seeing this, I hope it inspires you to take action, to do something on your list, to check something off today. I know I definitely have, and I hope I see you in the next one. Also, let me know how this resonates. Let me know how this, you know, helps you for the day, if this is something you needed. Because sometimes this is what I need too, especially with these little messages, and especially this one for today. I feel like I've been getting in my own way, and again, letting myself hold myself back. But nothing can hold us back unless we let it do that. Yeah. So that was it. I'm done for now. You got it. You got the message. That is it. I'll be back tomorrow with another message. Bye for now.